Well, starting off with our first update, at least 12 factories inside the Factory Land Industrial Park in Wang Noi district of Ayutaya province have resumed production after 80% of the floodwater has been pumped out. That is good news for the country's industrial sector after more than 1,000 factories inside a total of 7 industrial estates were inundated over the past 1 to 2 months. Industry Minister Wanarat Chanukul said recovery work has progressed satisfactorily at some of these industrial parks in Ayutaya and Pathum Thani provinces. For example, about 70 factory operators out of the total 93 factory land in Ayutthaya already started cleaning up their plants and machinery after authorities managed to drain as much as 80% of the floodwater inside the industrial estate compound. Of these 70 operators, 12 have started their production partially, said the industry minister. Recovery work has also progressed at the high-tech industrial park in Bang Pa-in district of Ayutthaya province, where a total of 12 large water pumps are draining the floodwater, so damaged factories should be able to resume production within the next few weeks. Wittiya Buranasiri, the public health minister, who is advisor of the government's Committee on Rehabilitating Flooded Industrial Parks, said all the 7 industrial estates have seen the floodwater level declining by at least 10 to 20 centimeters over the past few days. Besides factory land and high-tech industrial parks, the government is helping Rojana, Saha Ratananakhon, Nawanakhon and others in pumping out water. Wittiya said some industrial parks' water levels has dropped 80 to 100 centimeters, and if it drops further 20 to 30 centimeters in coming days, the government will quickly restore electricity and tap water supplies so that companies can clean up their factories and repair machinery to resume production. Wanarat said the water level at Rojana Industrial Estate in Ayutthaya province is now 10 centimeters less, but still 1.5 meters high, while the Bang Pa-in Industrial Park has seen water drop by 20 centimeters. Regarding Nawanakhon Industrial Estate, he said the water level outside the estate is still 10 centimeters higher than the estate's flood barriers, so authorities have to further delay pumping out the water. The situation is similar in Bang Kadi Industrial Park, where it is not yet practical to pump out the water. And now for our Tuesday usual with Thai Oil, we are now talking to Kun Thaw Sang Chai Prawat, the Commercial Planning Manager Global, Thai Oil Public Company Limited, on the line with us today. สวัสดีครับคุณทอแสง
ค่ะสวัสดีค่ะคุณองค์อนันต์อุณณัฐกรค่ะ
Welcome to the program. Can you update us with the latest situation on logistics and oil price?
Yes, the logistics in Thailand has improved, especially in the northern part of the country, as the water level on many major roads has reduced. Concern that to the west and southern part of the country on fear that Ramatu Road might be affected by flood. However, the impact is not expected to last for a long period of time. And alternatively, oil can also be transported by ship to the southern part of Thailand. So that should not be a problem. And in general, the transportation of oil to unaffected area is still viable, and currently trucks remain the best mode of transportation to all areas.
And how many service stations are still remaining closed?
Currently, around 460 stations, or around 10% of the country oil stations are closed. Out of which over 200 stations are in Bangkok. And the most affected province is Pathum Thani, where more than 40% or 92 stations of the oil station remain closed at currently.
Okay, can you give us the latest trend for the oil towards the end of the year and the next year, with currently oil prices have slightly surged upwards?
Yes, over the past few weeks, oil price has increased. Partly it's due to the improved situation from Europe, as they are trying to find ways to solve their debt problem. Another factor would be fundamentally of the oil market. Currently, we are in the fourth quarter, where the oil demand for the heating oil during the winter has increased, and we expect to have quite a strong high demand for heating oil this winter, especially from Europe and the US, where the inventory of diesel, which is the heating oil, remain quite low.
Right.
This is like one of the main reasons why you see the diesel prices in Thailand has increased twice over the past 2 weeks. On the other hand, gasoline and gas oil prices has been reduced 30 stang last week. This follow reduce of the regional gasoline prices, whereby in the fourth quarter it's the low season of the gasoline price. So it's the opposite. As for the trend going into fourth quarter and next year, we expect to see oil price to remain at high level, supported by winter demand and low inventories. However, we still think that oil price will continue to be quite volatile, with Europe debt concerns as a key driver of the volatility.
Kun Thosang, and earlier this morning, Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra has come out to say that Western Bangkok might be inundated even beyond New Year's. However, Kun Thosang, if the situation, the water level is not critical, do you plan to reopen those oil stations in the area?
I think if the water level is not that high, the oil stations can still be open because the way the station is designed, it should not be affected by the flood. Even if we have like 20 centimeters of flood and water,
Right.
the stations can still be in service.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you very much for the updates today, Kun Thosang.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Goodbye, Kun
Bye-bye.
Thosang.
Bye-bye.